Welcome back to Snetterton and the PowerMax Mini Challenge. We'll have the last of the turbo races for you very shortly, but believe it or not, we're still welcoming new drivers to the championship. They're being made to feel very welcome, of course. One of them is current BTCC driver Jeff Smith.
And I'd like to be running a couple of minis next year is the plan, so just finding the drivers with the budget and the right calibre of drivers to drive them.
Just coming from obviously the touring car side of things, how have you found the Mini compares, because you're doing the Gen 3?
Not that dissimilar, to be honest. It's I've driven Clios in the past. This is a lot closer to a touring car than a Clio in the way it feels. It's more of a race car than a road car. So yeah, pretty good.
Well, I've been racing historics prior to this, so this is very different. This car actually goes around corners and stops, so it does make a lot of difference. It's quite a different sensation, front wheel drive as well, but fantastic car. Yeah.
So based on that, will we be seeing you in 2016?
You will definitely, yes. Yeah. I'm going to do the full season next year, so looking forward to it.
We're here in assembly just as the Gen 3s and the JCWs get ready to go out for their very last race. Now, in terms of the championship title for the F56, there is literally 11 points in it between David Grady and Charlie Butler Henderson. But with 50 up for grabs, if these two guys don't finish, then Lee Patterson could actually take the title. And the man out in the lead at the moment is Charlie Butler Henderson. But like I said, there is still all to play for. Charlie, just 11 points separate you from David Grady. And of course, if you don't finish, Lee Patterson could still steal that title. How are you feeling?
Yeah, we've worked all of that out. So I'm just going to try and go for the win if I can. And because I just want another trophy at home, really. So that's all I'm trying to do, really.
So there you have it. It really is down to the wire. Best of luck to all our drivers as they head out for the last time here at Snetterton. It's going to be a nail-biter of a race. They're going on to the tarmac, so without further ado, here's Ben with the full final grid.
Thanks, Michelle. The final race of the PowerMax Mini Challenge for the F56s and JCWs, and it is Charlie Butler Henderson who lines up in pole position ahead of Lawrence Davey, then Lee Patterson and Luke Cordell on row 2. JCW's Scott Adam and Hamish Brandon have got the final front row of the season with Neil Newsted and Steve Ruxton Cocker. The red lights are on, waiting for the light to flash out, and away we go. Butler Henderson will want to lead this one from pole. He finishes clear of David Grady. He will have claimed the championship, and it's Butler Henderson who leads into riches for the first time. Oh, and then it's a real sort out for second place. It's just Lee Patterson ahead of Luke Cordell, who elbows aside Lawrence Davey as they accelerate on towards the Montreal hairpin. The F56 has been a very, very welcome addition to the championship this year. It's given us brilliant racing and is a spectacular car. As now Jeff Smith also brings himself into the mix. He finds a way past Lawrence Davey and looks to do much the same to Luke Cordell as they swing through Palmer for the first time on towards Agostini. All this squabbling is now Butler Henderson and Lee Patterson to just ease away at the front of the pack in Coa Jeff Smith. There is Luke Cordell right in front of us. It looks so relaxed in the cockpit, just that very gentle turn of the wheel, and that's the key with these cars. You've got to let the car do the hard work. If you're fighting the wheel and wrestling the car, it generally means that you are going slowly. As now Lawrence Davey darting to the inside of Jeff Smith as they turn through Oggies, and then Davey in the blue car, the former Legends racer. Can he make the move stick into Williams? I don't think he can, and now he might compromise his exit on to the Bentley Straight. It's a long run down toward Brother Nelson. What that is doing is allowing Sam Osborne to join the party as well. Plus, a horde of cars behind him as they bob and weave along the Bentley Straight. Possibly more than one defensive move there for Jeff Smith, but nonetheless, it was effective. It meant that Lawrence Davey couldn't get past him. So, up that train, we've got David Grady and William Phillips, but for David Grady, he's finished well clear of Charlie Butler Henderson. At the moment, it's Butler Henderson who's leading it, and David Grady is just inside bottom half, the top 10. Here's Butler Henderson coming to the end of the lap out of Murray's, and this is exactly how he had liked the race to be unfolding. Comfortable advantage over Lee Patterson and Luke Cordell at the very front of the field. Instead, it's this fantastic fight for fourth place, which seems to be involving pretty much the rest of the field into Richards, Butler Henderson, all the while trying to ease away from Patterson as Davey looks to the inside of Smith. That gap was always going to close. Lawrence Davey consequently just wants to ease off the anchors as they head on towards the neutral hairpin. And Smith doing a very good job of defending here. The problem is really that as he defends from Davey, it's going to allow Cordell in that third place to open up possibly an insurmountable advantage. Just kicking up a little bit of dust. In fact, quite a lot of dust coming out of Palmer there was Lawrence Davey. The rest of the field all fighting position. There is a glimpse of Hamish Brandon we just saw leading the JCW class. So Brandon has had a disappointments this year. Good to see him going so well in the final race of the season. Jeff Smith sends the corner marker flying at Hamilton. Can see Luke Cordell up ahead of him, and this has been a good sequence of corners from Smith. He's broken away from Lawrence Davey. Davey in turn just managing that deficit back to William Phillips and David Grady. There is David Grady, who's been so consistent this season. A good final weekend to the year for Charlie Butler Henderson. Looks as if it may well just be enough to give Charlie the championship. There's still a long way to go in this final race of the year. Ryan Rode looking to try and pick his way past Harry Volkard. What we're doing at the moment is the yellow car of Volkard and the white car of Rode, who of course retired in the previous race on that last lap with the collision with Rob Smith. Now it's Luke Reed who is in the quite almost checkered car, who looks to challenge David Grady. That's a great move from Luke Reed. If he can pull it off, he can't quite stop the car in time at Murray's. He keeps his right foot absolutely planted. I think he's going to lose out as well here to Sam Osborne and possibly one or two others. Did a superb job holding on through Coram Curve. All the while at the front of the field, it's Charlie Butler Henderson who leads the way. He's in control as Grady looks to the inside of Sam Osborne. There is Luke Reed next to the queue. He's got Bent Baylog and Rob Smith also beginning to hassle him. Ryan Rode and Harry Volkard about to invite themselves to that party as well. Back to the JCWs. Here is Hamish Brandon leading the JCW class from Scott Adam. Into the final lap of the season. And this is the fight for third place as Jeff Smith has found a way past Luke Cordell very, very late on. They accelerate through to the checkered flag, and so it is victory and the championship in the F56 class for Charlie Butler Henderson. Second place for Lee Patterson. Jeff Smith snatches third, but delight for the Oakfield Motorsport team. Brilliant, brilliant weekend for Charlie Butler Henderson. Look then at the classification, and Butler Henderson takes the championship with the race win. That's the way to do it. Lee Patterson in second. Jeff Smith completes the podium after a great scrap with Luke Cordell. Hamish Brandon victorious in our final JCW race of the season from Scott Adam and Kevin O'Connor. And now it's time at the end of a very long season of racing for the celebrations to start in the Power Max Mini Challenge in the F56 and JCW classes. Final JCW win for Hamish Brandon. Victory and the championship for Charlie Butler Henderson in the F56s.
So am I talking to a champion, Charlie Butler Henderson?
I don't like to be assumptuous, but I think I am. Yes, I think I am, and it's the first time I've really won a championship, and it's great to do it in the first year of the championship as well. So it'll be pretty. It's pretty cool. It hasn't quite sunk in yet, but I'm over the moon.
No, I enjoyed it. That was a good race. I really enjoyed it. Charlie, since Alton Park, he's nearly won everything since Alton Park. To be fair, he's been flying. So fair play to Charlie. He's done a good job.
How did you find the race?
Yeah, really close. Pretty aggressive at times. Pretty few bits of contact, but it's good, really good.
It's been a dream. Finished second to Neil this year, but I wanted to go out on a win just after a bad start yesterday, and car's up for sale now, and I think this is my last Mini Challenge race as well, so it's been 3 seasons, and huge thanks to everyone and all the organisers at Mini Challenge. I've had a great time, and don't know what we'll be doing next, but we'll see. I've had a blast, and what a way to finish off.
We have our champions, JCW champ Neil Newstead and Gen 3 champ Charlie Butler Henderson. A massive congratulations to both of them. Fantastic racing in the turbos this weekend, but of course we've still got more racing to come from Snetterton. It's the turn of the Coopers after the break.